Okay, hello. Here I am. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga with the Chair. So if you're not already, let's take a seat. Today's class is stretch, mobility, and some relaxation, full body. So I invite you in this class to get really comfortable if that's wearing a big sweater or cozy socks, or you have a cup of tea with you. We're not getting out of our chairs today. We're literally doing everything from the chair, from our stretches to our mobility moves. A little bit of like gentle core kind of stuff, but nothing intense at all. Just relaxing and fun, and yeah, we'll have a great time. So let's start by sitting up nice and tall in our chairs. So for some of you, maybe going all the way back in your chair is more comfortable right now. Maybe some of you are sitting at the edge of your chair. So just finding a comfortable posture, whatever that looks like for you. We're all going to look super different throughout our practice today. And we're just going to start by becoming present with this moment. So you can have your eyes closed or softly open. You can relax your shoulders down away from the ears. Relaxing any tension or gripping that you might be holding through your low back at this moment, your hips, your belly. Just see if you can let go of all tension and effort you might be holding on to in this moment. Give yourself permission for this practice to be present, to have this opportunity to just focus on you, your mind, your body, your spirit. And just take this moment here to do a little check-in with yourself. Do a little body scan, so starting from the top of your head and then all the way down to your toes. Just take a moment to see how your body is feeling. So you're not labeling anything as good or as bad. You're just simply taking note. How does one feel today? Now maybe take a moment to notice how your mind feels. If there's anything weighing on you, if you have a big to-do list going on in the background, notice the mind. See if you can just put anything on hold, anything that's not serving you in this moment. See if you can just put it on hold. Now just take a moment to notice your breathing. Notice where you primarily feel your breath. So once again, there's no right or wrong here. You're just simply noticing. So maybe you notice your breath more so through the neck, the chest, the middle of the abdomen, or perhaps you feel that breath deep down in your belly. Just take note where you feel your breath. Now start to slow and elongate your breath. So take some nice deep inhales through the nose and some nice long exhales out through the nose. And I just invite you for the next few moments here at your own pace to slow your breathing. And perhaps notice with each exhale how the mind and the body starts to relax a little bit more, a little bit deeper. Take one more long, deep inhale and exhale. And from here, we'll just slowly transition into some gentle movement. So you can move your bum towards the edge of your seat if you're all the way back, just starting with some arm reaches. So inhaling, reaching up towards the sky. Get a big, big stretch here. Exhale those arms down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale to reach up. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Maybe look up at your fingertips. Exhale down 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Reach the arms in front of you. We're coming in for a big hug. So take this right arm underneath this left arm on top. Just give yourself a big warm hug here. And then I want you to just drop the head, tuck the chin down, and think about just rounding into the shoulder blades and just feeling that nice warm embrace from your own hug. With each inhale, filling up the back body, filling up the heart, the lungs. Beautiful. Inhale the head slowly back to center. Arm reaches once again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, reach up extra tall. Get a big, good morning stretch in there. Exhale down. Reach the arms forward. Big hug. This time we're going to bring the left arm underneath the right arm on top. Tuck the chin, drop the head. Once again, think about rounding, separating the shoulder blades. You'll feel just a gentle stretch through the neck, through the upper back. Notice your breathing here. Good. Inhale slowly back to center. One at a time, we're just going to focus on the range of motion in our shoulders here. So focusing on this right side, we're just going to inhale, reach up towards the sky and bring that arm down and back as wide and as big as you can. At the same time, your eyes are following those fingertips down and around. Try as much as possible to keep your hips forward and let most of that motion come through the upper back and through the shoulder here. So just nice and slow, taking the shoulder through its full range of motion, noticing how it feels. And then let's just reverse that direction. So maybe you're coming forward now. Remember, eyes to follow those fingertips. Big, big circles here. Take it one more time. Maybe your shoulder is noisy like mine. Relax that arm down. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So hips forward, eyes follow those left fingertips just down and around, as big and as wide as you can make it. Notice that gentle stretch through the shoulder, through the chest. Good, and then let's reverse that direction. Whatever way you were going, reverse that. Maybe noticing how it feels, comparing it from your right to your left. One side might feel easier than the other. Good, take one more big circle, one more big inhale and exhale here. Bring those arms in front of you, coming into cat-cow. We'll reach the fingertips forward, tuck the chin, drop the head, round into the spine. And then we'll lift up, leading with the heart, sending the tailbone back. So just getting some gentle back extension. And just at your own breath and your own pace, transitioning between cat and cow. I'm just going to turn on an angle here so you can see me a little bit differently. But for that cat position, we're rounding. And for that cow position, we're sending the tailbone back, lifting up the heart, lifting up the chin. So just really nice for the mobility through the spine, creating space, creating length. And see if you can pair each movement with a breath. So letting your breath be your guide here, taking your time. There's no rushing. You don't have to follow me. Just go into your own rhythm. Take it one more time with each direction here. And when you're finished, meeting me back up nice and tall, mini forward fold. So we're essentially just going to lean that body forward. We're going to pause here just to allow our backs to stretch and decompress. Your shoulder blades are down and back. You're slightly gaze forward, so you're not dropping your head. You just have that nice long, long spine. Take some nice deep cleansing breaths here. Notice how it feels on the low back, just a nice stretch. Now, option to keep your hands on top of your thighs, or option to come into a hold. We'll reach the left fingertips forward, and then we'll reach the right fingertips forward. Think about just gently engaging the core, so pulling the belly in towards the spine. Notice how your low back starts to fire up a little bit. So you'll feel those muscles turn on. We're only here for 3 breaths. Holding nice and strong, pushing through your feet. Take one more big inhale, and exhale. We'll come all the way down into a forward fold. So letting the belly melt on top of the thighs, Relaxing and melting into the stretch. Let the head go. Maybe wrapping your arms around the thighs like you're giving yourself a nice, great big hug once again. With each inhale, pressing your belly into the tops of your thighs. And exhaling, letting your body just melt. Take one more big breath here. And as you come out of your forward fold, always being mindful, press to your feet, lightly engage the core as you start to roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. So just take your time, nice and slow, till you're all the way up, nice and tall so you don't get dizzy. I'm just going to turn my chair so I'm facing y'all again. And we're going to take our legs nice and wide into a nice little goddess position here. Bringing our arms into cactus. Our palms are facing forward. We're gently pulling the shoulders back, just opening up the chest. Beautiful. Notice how this feels right now. Lift the chin a little bit. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring those arms back down. Gentle little squeeze between the shoulder blades. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. This time as we exhale, we're bringing this right elbow on top of our right thigh, and we're inhaling, reaching this left arm nice and long. Big side body stretch here. So just ensuring as we do this one, we're not closing our body off. We want to stay nice and open here, nice and long from those left fingertips down through the shoulder, maybe into the hip a little bit for some of you. Relaxing your neck, so you might want to look down, you can look up, it truly whatever feels best on your neck. And just take a couple deep breaths here. Good, we're going to reach this left arm up towards the sky. So reach those fingertips up nice and high. And from here, we're going to reach the right fingertips down towards the right ankle. So I'm gently pressing the back of my forearm into my right thigh. A little bit of strength here. So think about holding yourself up nice and strong through that left side body, those left obliques. We're only here for 3 breaths. Just some gentle core to wake up your body. Take one more inhale, reach up a little bit taller. Exhale, bring those hands into heart center, second side, left elbow down on top of the left thigh. Reach this right arm nice and long. Get that big, big stretch. Beautiful, my friends. Now we're going to reach these right fingertips up towards the sky. And you always have that option. If you want to keep your left arm rested today, then feel free. Or you can extend those left fingertips like you're trying to reach for that left ankle, gently pressing your arm into the inside of the inner thigh here, the left thigh. Holding stuff nice and strong. So try not to collapse. You want to hold up nice and strong. Only here for 3 breaths. Good. Exhale those hands down into heart center once again. From here, taking our own little flow, just going into our side reaches from right to left. So when we free flow, you're going at your own breath, you're going at your own pace. You can choose to hold the stretch for a couple breaths, or you can kind of just flow right through. You're just trying to make your movements nice and fluid. You're moving in a way that makes you feel good. So that's why I love yoga so much, is that we all look so different right now. We're moving in a different way. We're breathing in a different pattern. It's just all about you. And let's take it one more time on each side. When you are finished, meeting me back up nice and tall in center, we'll bring our legs back together. We're going to do a couple sun salutations now. So I'm just going to turn my chair on an angle. You don't have to do that at home. This is just so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Sitting at the edge of your seat, sit up nice and tall, like someone's just pulling you up through the crown of your head right now. Release your arms down at your side. Your palms are facing forward. This is your seated Tadasana pose, your seated mountain pose. So even though it looks very passive, we're actually very active here. We're sitting up as tall as we can, maybe gently engaging the core. Chin is slightly lifted. Just take a moment to notice how you feel here. Notice your heartbeat. Maybe notice your breathing. And all together, we'll inhale, we'll reach up towards the sky, and we'll exhale, we'll reach those fingertips as far as we can until we're all the way down back into that forward fold. So the belly, once again, melts on top of the thighs. You let the head go, and you let gravity do its work here. On your next inhale, we'll slide those fingertips up the shins towards the knee, coming into a little halfway lift here. Once again, nice long spine, slightly gaze forward. Take a nice big inhale here and exhale, forward fold all the way back down. On your next inhale, this time bringing that right knee up towards your chest. So we're going to lift ourselves up at the same time. Wrap your hands around the right knee, pull it up, give it a great big hug. I'm going to turn and face you guys again, all these different angles. And we're just going to take some nice big circles here. So just working on some nice gentle stretching and mobility through the hip. So how big can you make those circles? Notice how it feels within that hip joint there. And then we'll reverse that direction, going as slow or as fast as you'd like, but try to make these movements nice and fluid. Now from here, option to keep your hands wrapped around your knee for assistance, or if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge today, you're going to let go and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take these big circles with your hip going in one direction. So this is truly mobility here. Mobility is an active process of taking your joint through its full range of motion. See if you can reverse that direction. So mobility is a practice of stretching, flexibility, but also strength, as you can probably feel. Good. Take one more breath, no matter where you are here. And then we'll exhale. We'll release that right leg nice and long. That feels good. Coming into a single leg hamstring stretch. So this one here, we're going to sit up nice and tall. Relax your right kneecap. Point your right toes up towards the sky. Some of you will feel perfect just staying up nice and tall. Others, you can lean forward until you start to feel just a gentle stretch behind the back of the right thigh. So that is your hamstring. Hamstrings on the back, quads are on the front. I always just like to give that little reminder. We're going to be here for 5 breaths, so try to relax your body as much as possible. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. If you have thoughts and to-do lists starting to pop into your mind again, see if you can anchor yourself or bring yourself back into the present moment by maybe noticing your heartbeat, your breath, maybe my voice. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, slowly bring yourself up nice and tall, coming into our pigeon pose, so working on the hips a bit more. If you know your pigeon, go right ahead. Otherwise, Sarah always shows options. We're going to take this right ankle over top of the left ankle. So this is level 1. And just gently pressing the right knee away from you. So you're going to feel the right hip open up just a little bit here. Or you can take this right ankle across the left thigh only if that feels good on your body and relaxing. If it feels really tense and like you're holding in your breath and it's really uncomfortable, then just bring that foot right back down, okay? Sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna just take this knee and you're just gonna flutter it up and down very slowly, just very gently here, creating some movement, creating some space within that right hip. If your foot is on the ground, you're essentially doing the same thing, just rocking it back and forth. Okay, so just take a moment, notice how that feels within your glute. Within your glute is your butt, essentially. Just gently rocking. Good, relaxing the knee back down, coming into a pigeon twist from here. So right hand comes behind you, this left hand comes on top of your right thigh. You're up nice and tall in your chair. This is going to intensify your stretch a little bit. I'm just here for 3 breaths, so try to take those big inhales and exhales when you can. Relax your toes. And we're just going to twist over to the other side now. Left hand comes behind you, right hand on top of maybe the right ankle or right thigh, wherever it wants to go naturally. Sit up nice and tall. Try to relax your hip. Relax the belly. Good. Take one more inhale. Exhale, slowly bring it back to center. You can slowly release that right foot down. We're going to do the second side, starting back with our sun salutation. So inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, reach the fingertips forward, come all the way down into your forward fold. Relax the head. Feel that nice stretch through the neck. Beautiful. Inhale, brush the hands up the shins, halfway lift. Take one inhale here. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. On your next inhale, this time we're going to pull this left knee in towards the chest at the same time. So hug it in, give yourself a nice big hug here. And we're going to take those big circles with our hips through this left side, going in one direction. Try to relax your upper body as much as possible, sending our energy, our breath into that hip, reverse that direction. Now from here, if anyone wants to try the second side, a little bit of a challenge, sit up as tall as you can, let go of your knee and see if you can take those circles with the knee, with the hip. Woo. It might feel harder on one side, might feel easier. Reverse that direction. Try to stay up as tall as you can in your chair. Good. Take one more big inhale and then exhale. Release that left leg nice and long in front of you. Single leg hamstring stretch. Left toes are pointed up. Relax your knee. Sometimes it's just nice to touch your knee. Just gives that brain the cue to, okay, everything's good. Relax. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, start to lean the body forward. And at the same time, feel that gentle stretch happening behind the thigh. Relaxing your shoulders. We're here for 5 breaths. Beautiful. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, slowly bring it back to center, working on our hip again. So take your option with your pigeon pose. You can start with level 1. Left ankle comes on top of the right ankle and you're just pushing your left knee away from you. Or you can take this left ankle across the right knee, sit up nice and tall. And once again, bring in that little flutter here. So you're just pulling that knee up gently and then lowering it back down. Notice the movement and how that feels within your hip when you do that. So obviously, if there's any pain or major discomfort, please don't do it. Just listen to your body, honor your body. It gives you those signals for a reason. Good. Take it one more time here. And coming into that pigeon twist. So relax the knee. We will twist over towards the left side first. So this left hand comes behind you, right hand on top of the left knee. Grow as tall as you possibly can here and let yourself just melt into the stretch. Take one more breath here. We'll slowly twist over towards the other side. Right hand comes behind you, left hand on top of maybe your left ankle or your thigh, wherever you're at. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale slowly back to center. You can bring this left foot down. We're coming to our warrior 2 pose. So I'm just going to face you guys again. So warrior 2, we're going to swing this right leg over top of the right side of the chair. Lots of positions with this left leg. So if it's comfortable for you, you can straighten this left leg over top of the chair. If that's not for you, that is okay, because there's always lots of options. You can swing this left leg in front of you, keep it long. If that's still not for you, you can keep a nice bend through that left knee. So take a moment, see what feels good on your body, play with it. And then once you're ready, you're going to sit up nice and tall in your chair. So I want you to actively engage and press evenly through both feet. And we're going to reach those arms nice and long. So you're going to gaze over those right fingertips, relax the shoulders, and say hello to your warrior two position. So once again, even though we're seated, we're not here passively just hanging out. Everything's actively engaged. We are strong, we are tall, we are breathing. We'll inhale, we'll reach up towards the sky. Exhale, press down like there's some resistance there. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press down. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. This time the left arm releases and we keep this right arm up nice and long as we come into that reverse warrior. So the left fingertips crawl down, reach those right fingertips up towards the sky. Relax the shoulder, relax your breath. Remember, your neck is in a position that feels good for you. So you can look up, you can look forward if that feels better for you. Exhale, lower this right elbow down, and inhale, reach the left arm up and over. Big side body reach again. Keep your heart lifted, keep the heart open. Take 1 more breath here. Exhale, back to warrior two. So gazing over the right fingertips. We are going to do the same sequence. Now, option to stay seated in your chair, or option if some of you want to hover, press through your feet, get into that warrior two position so you're hovering over top of the chair. This is just an option if you want a little bit more today. If you want to be more grounded and cozy, you sit your bum right back in that chair. Okay. From the top here, inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. 1 last time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left arm comes down. Remember, reach the right fingertips up. Reverse warrior. If you are hovering, remember you're pushing evenly through both feet. You're holding yourself up nice and strong here. Right quad will start to burn a little bit. Exhale, right elbow comes down. Inhale, reach the left arm up and over. Ooh, hello, legs. Take 1 more breath here. Exhale, last time, back to warrior two. Gaze over those right fingertips. If you are hovering, gracefully, as much as possible, sink your butt back down into your chair. Relax the arms down. Bring your feet back together. Before we head to the second side, let's come back into our little mini forward fold here. So reaching the heart forward, leaning the body forward, stretching into the low back. Press through your feet. Option to keep your hands on top of your thighs for a nice gentle stretch, or releasing left arm up, right arm comes up, gently engaging into the core. Slightly gazing forward, nice long spine here. Only here for 2 breaths. Take 1 more big inhale, and exhale, release the hands down, come up nice and tall, wiggle and shake it out. And as you can imagine, we're going to do the second side. So warrior two, left leg swings over, right leg goes long, or once again, bring it in front, or you can bend the knee, find that position that feels good for you. Sometimes it takes a couple shifts and wiggles to find that position. Take your time. When you're ready, extend the left or both of your arms nice and long. Warrior two, gazing over those left fingertips. Take a couple breaths here. Slow down your breathing. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, press down. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. 1 last time. Inhale. Exhale, the right arm comes down, and now we're reaching this left arm nice and long for that reverse warrior. Try to relax the left shoulder. Exhale, left elbow comes down on top of your left thigh as you inhale and reach the right arm up nice and long. Good. Exhale it back to warrior two when you're ready. Same option. You can stay seated for this next round. We're going to do the same thing over again. Or if you'd like to press through both feet nice and strong, come into that warrior two. So some of you might be up taller, others maybe a little bit lower. Find that position when you're ready. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, press down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale to reach up. As you exhale, the right arm comes down, left fingertips reach up towards the sky, reverse warrior. Exhale, release the left elbow down, and inhale this right arm nice and long. Big stretch, right fingertips all the way down into that hip. Relax your breathing. Come back up nice and strong into that warrior two. If you are hovered, try as you can, slowly sink yourself back down into your chair. Take one more big inhale and exhale, release the arms. Bring those legs nice and wide here back into our goddess position. From here, we're just going to take some nice big body rotations. So we're going to lead with the heart as we come around. Tuck the chin, round the upper back, and just take your time here with these nice big body rolls, body rotations. Inhale to lead forward, maybe exhale as you come back, and then reverse that direction. It's a wonderful way to get that spine moving. Beautiful. We'll bring the feet together again, and we're gonna do a nice little double hamstring stretch now. A couple options here. We're gonna bring both our legs forward, both the toes point up. Bend the knees a little bit. So some of you might be slightly lean forward, which feels great. Nice little stretch on the low back. Others, I'm going to invite you, if it feels good for your body, you can lower down, kind of letting the belly melt on top of the thighs again. You can reach towards those toes. Please only take this option if it feels good for you. Otherwise, you're going to stay up here. We're going to hold for 5 breaths, lengthening through the back of your thighs, decompressing into the low back. If you're all the way down, try to relax your neck and try to relax your breathing here. Take one more inhale here. And exhale, start to slowly bring yourself back up to center until you're up nice and tall again. And we're going to finish this practice. I feel like we've done a lot of back, we've done lots of hips and hamstrings. But what about our necks? So let's just take a few minutes here to stretch and work a little bit on mobility through the neck. So starting just sitting up nice and tall. Start with a nice big inhale and exhale. Just release the right ear down towards the right shoulder. So trying the best that you can to keep your shoulders level and let them feel nice and heavy, nice and relaxed here. And imagine with each breath that you take, you're sending it into the left side of your neck. Inhale your head slowly back to center. Exhale the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Shoulders are heavy. You can relax your belly. Inhale the head slowly back to center. We're going to add on a little bit. So just starting with this right side. So right ear down towards the right shoulder. And then if you'd like, you can turn your right nose down towards the right shoulder, right armpit. Option to keep your hands right where they are, or you can gently take this right hand on top of your head. You're not pulling down on your neck though, it's just very, very light. And then option, you can release this left arm down, or you can have it gently behind the low back here. You're going to feel a little bit of a different sensation in this position. It's going to be a little bit more towards the back of the neck versus the side. And from here, You can find stillness. You can hold this stretch if it feels just right, or you can play with those angles. So you can kind of lift your chin up towards the sky and then turn your nose back down towards that armpit. So just take a moment here, move that neck around. Remember, the key to our stretch and mobility is our breath. So the more we can relax our breathing, the more our nervous system will relax, let go of any tight muscles. And take one more breath wherever you are here. You can slowly release that right hand down and very slowly just bring your head back up to center. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So start with the left ear dropping towards the left shoulder, and then start to slowly turn your nose down towards the left shoulder, your left armpit. If it felt good, you can keep this left hand on top of your head, but once again, you're not pulling down on your neck. It's just very, very light touch, light tension here. Notice how that feels within the neck here. Remember, you want to be gentle. You can take this right hand behind you, behind the low back. Finding stillness or option, you can take those nice little rotations here if that feels good to move your neck around. And noticing all sensations here. So you definitely want to notice your good sensations, but also taking note of anything that might not feel so great. A little bit of discomfort is okay, but we don't want pain. Relax your breathing. Good. Take one more breath. Release this left hand down. Slowly bring your head back to center. And just to kind of wiggle our heads out, just some gentle rotation. So up nice and tall, keep your chin parallel with the floor or your mat. And you'll just twist and turn like you're doing a little shoulder check in your car. So just rotating the neck to the right and then shoulder checking slowly over the left shoulder. So just take this at your own pace, just a couple times each direction. Remember to breathe. And then inhale, slowly bring that head back to center. We'll come back all the way into our chairs, just closing our practice, coming into Shavasana. If there's something you didn't stretch today that you feel like you want to get in before coming into Shavasana, then please do, whether that's a shoulder stretch, a spinal twist, just take your time coming into Shavasana. There's never a rush to get here. And once you're stretched out and you're ready, meet me all the way back in your chair. You can have your eyes closed. You can have them softly open, maybe just gazing down at your thighs. And just allow your shoulders to feel heavy and relaxed. Relax your jaw. Relax the space between your brow. Allow your arms to feel heavy. You can relax your fingers and just let them naturally curl. Letting go of any tension through the low back, your hips, your belly. Allowing yourself to feel supported by your chair. Relaxing any tension through your calves, your ankles, all the way down into your toes. Let your feet feel empty and hollow. Just taking these next few moments to let our practice settle into our bodies. Perhaps taking a moment to notice how you feel after a practice. And just for the next few moments here, giving yourself permission to do absolutely nothing at all other than breathe present with your body, relaxing your breath. And you can stay here in stillness, or if you'd like, you can bring your hands into heart center and you can bow your head down towards your heart and take this moment for gratitude for yourself. So thanking yourself and giving yourself appreciation for coming to your practice today, for showing up for your mind, for your body, and for your spirit. And maybe taking this time to thank your body for everything it allows us to do, including this yoga practice. Maybe even saying, I love you, body. Thank you, body. And from my heart to yours, I truly hope you can carry this peace within you into the rest of your day and into the rest of your week. Namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me for that nice little stretch and relaxation. Any question or comments, please let me know. If you are totally relaxed now and you want to keep stretching, feel free to keep stretching. There's no need to pop out of your seat. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys so much. And I hope to see some of you back tomorrow. Thank you. That was lovely.